If you're just now joining the podcast, welcome to Political News Time. Now, tonight, I want to follow up on my podcast from the day before yesterday, which revolved around a piece that was posted on thedailybeast.com revolving around a pornographer and an adult actor known as Ryan Madison, who is one half of a duo, they're a married couple, known as Kelli Madison and Ryan Madison of Pornfidelity. Pornfidelity and Teenfidelity is the name of their studio, okay? Now, I do want to preface this by saying in no way, shape, or form do I think any of these jerks in the adult entertainment industry are honorable individuals in any way. In any way. I think they're all horrific human beings who probably do deserve whatever it is that's meant to happen to them in their lives. But I do like to share multiple perspectives of various things that I present here on Political News Time, Porn News Today, and other podcasts on the PNT Live Network. And upon my taking a look at where the situation stems from when it comes to Ryan Madison and all these allegations of rape, they all seem to have started to come to light around June 7th of this year. And the person who initially posted, the raw story on their blog is an individual who is known, it could also be a group known as Kelli Roberts. And the thing about Kelli Roberts is that Kelli Roberts is a front or a face for a sex trafficking gang known as the Luxury Companion. Now, if you pop on over to ktla.com and do a search, you will see that not too long ago, the Luxury Companion, in conjunction with LA Direct Models, was taken to task legally and charged with multiple counts of pimping and pandering. In other words, sex trafficking. So, being that this story, that all these allegations of rape, it appears came to light through the source or the vehicle that is known as Kelli Roberts, I can't put any credibility to this Daily Beast article. Now I'm going to finish putting up the podcast from the night that I did the reading from the article, and that was the day before yesterday. But I'm a little bit disappointed in the Daily Beast that they would base an entire story, and I mean this thing was extensive. It was posted July 7th, so about a month after Kelli Roberts. And some people say that Kelli Roberts in actuality is Alana Evans, by the way, at least part of the time.
So the word psycho really chilled my bones, but it was the voice who said it. I recognize that voice as Alana. I've never heard Kelli Roberts' voice because remember, I don't even really truly believe that this woman exists anymore. I've never heard Kelli Roberts utter the word psycho. I've seen it written, okay? But I've heard Alana say psycho to me. And there is no doubt in my mind that that voice that was on that voicemail from September of 2017 that was left for Alexandra Myers, and the woman identified herself to Alexandra as being, she identified herself as Kelli Roberts. Now, Alexandra also told me that during the time that she was supporting and promoting APAG Union, she could never get Alana on the phone. The only person she would talk to was Ruby, which goes completely against everything that APAG Union is about. Because Alana is the person that always talks to everybody. But why wouldn't she want to talk to Alexandra Myers? Unless, of course, she was afraid that Alexandra Myers would recognize her voice as being the individual who identified herself as being Kelli Roberts in September of 2017.
But just being that they would base an entire story on the testimony, or at least the research, from an individual who was involved in sex trafficking multiple women, that's not good. Shame on you, Daily Beast. Shame on you. And to the Madisons, I don't know what you're going to do about all these allegations that have come out against y'all, but you need to find yourselves a really good attorney, and you may want to try to subpoena the Twitter account known as @Miss Kelli XXX, @MISSKELLIXXX. Subpoena that Twitter account, find out exactly who is operating it, the IP addresses, all that kind of stuff, because that is who is behind all these allegations coming out. It's very interesting. And another interesting thing about all these allegations is that the individuals, the plaintiffs, I guess you could dub them, the women who are alleging that they're victims of Ryan Madison, none of them would be seen as credible in a court of law. And would you like to know why? Because they all appear to be engaging in prostitution outside of the legal brothels of Nevada. The first two, Annabelle Red and Kinsley Carter, who are mentioned in the Daily Beast article. From what I can see, Annabelle Red has an ad up on a website called tryst.link. It appears that her going rate for 1 hour is $400, 90 minutes, $600. Also, I was able to find an escort ad for Kinsley Carter. She claims to be mixed, by the way. She does not claim to be African American, which I find to be very interesting. That's often a tactic that pimps utilize because they feel that mixed girls can bring in more money and are more sought after than African American women on the illegal slave trade market. In other words, in the world of prostitution, street hooking. So anyway, it does appear that at least these two young women are being pimped by somebody, and I just wouldn't put it past that somebody being someone who's attached to the luxury companion. Rebuilding. Yeah. But these pimp wars happen quite often, and like I was saying in that particular podcast, I am on the fence when it comes to the allegations against Manuel Ferreira, and I definitely don't believe at least the majority of the allegations at this point against Ryan Madison. Reason being that both Manuel Ferreira and Ryan Madison are studio owners. All right. And a lot of these adult entertainment nefarious figures have on payroll nefarious attorneys who manufacture lawsuits and other legal situations that are designed to be settled out of court. For example, look at what happened with Stormy Daniels and Jessica Drake, Donald Trump, and Keith M. Davidson. I think what's going on here is that someone attached to either direct models or the luxury companion is trying to legitimize themselves, and they don't have any creative power of their own. So, and also they just don't have the time, so they don't want to build a studio from the ground up that's legal and legitimate. They want to take somebody else's. And I think that they're after Ryan Madison's studio, just like I think they were after Manuel Ferreira's studio. I think part of the situation when it comes to Manuel Ferreira also is his tie to John Stagliano, because, again, I will not say that John Stagliano is an angel in the least, even though the name of his studio is Evil Angel. So maybe he's the devil. Who knows? But Whether he has HIV or not is not relevant. What's relevant is that Evil Angel is quite a lucrative studio. And there'd be a lot of people who want a piece of that, if not the whole damn shebang. So when you do hear a lot of these allegations against men in the porn industry, you do need to take a deeper look at where these allegations stem from. You need to take a look at what these men have, you know, what they've attained over the years, where their money's coming from. You need to figure out, okay, is this something that somebody would try to steal? But yeah, in the Daily Beast piece, they didn't name quite a few of these women, and I know why. It's because they're heavily known for escorting. Heavily known. So I'm just going to read through the names very quickly. Kinsley Carter, Penelope Reed, Fiona Sprouts, Stella Ray, Athena May, Lulu Chu, Arietta Adams, Jane Wild, Skylar Vox, Elena Koshka, and Zoe Bloom. Oh, also Monica Sage. One more thing I want to add is that a lot of these women seem to be with agencies that are based in Florida. Considering what's going on revolving around Derek Hay and these sex trafficking charges that he's contending with, he's probably going to have to permanently leave the state of California. And it would make sense that he would want to continue being an agent within the adult entertainment industry. And Florida is a booming market when it comes to the adult entertainment industry, pornography. So he would probably want to set up shop in Florida. These women who've made these allegations, they seem to stem mostly from East Coast talent and Brian Burke, Girls Inc., AMA Worldwide. He was actually my first agent several years ago when I was a young lass. But Derek may be looking, or Kelli, may be looking to shift blame from the Madisons upon the agents, these agents who represent a lot of these women. And you have to remember, the women in the adult entertainment industry are not seen as human beings. They're seen as commodities, all right? Each one of these women that I listed, they're seen as like piggy banks, money bags, money makers. So Derek would have an interest in attaining these women to create a larger roster of talent to represent, to draw in more money. And Kelli Roberts would definitely have an interest in doing that for him. I guess I'll conclude this by just saying that, like I said, the Madisons, they do need to go ahead and try to subpoena that Twitter account, Miss Kelli XXX. And you may want to subpoena this website also, naughtynews.network. That way you can see what kind of face is brought into the legal sphere that's attached to this guise known as Kelli Roberts. Because truth be told, the operators of the gang or guise or operation known as Kelli Roberts should be charged with sex trafficking as well, in conjunction with the luxury companion. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think part of the reason that the guise of Kelli Roberts is so intensely protected has to do with that linkage to Alana Evans, aka Dawn Dangard, of the now defunct Adult Performers Actors Guild Union. Don't join that union. It's not even recognized by the mother union anymore. It's done. So that's about it for tonight's podcast. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it informative. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great night. Be safe. Use your brain. And that's about it. Bye-bye.